Welcome back to our channel, bestie. Today is a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness happening on our screen. Grab your snacks and buckle up, because we have so much to unpack and I am vibrating with energy. The Empire is crumbling, the throne is completely unguarded, and the ghosts of the past are literally kicking down the front door. Just as the ultimate protector walks away, a new, bloodthirsty heir steps out of the shadows, forcing everyone into an impossible, deadly corner where every single choice leads to absolute ruin. Oh my god. I'm screaming. I literally cannot even deal right now. Okay, but listen. You guys have to hear this, because my brain is actually short-circuiting. I was eating dinner, just casually having a plate of pasta, minding my own business, and I literally choked on my food. I had to drop my fork, pause the TV, and text my friend immediately, because my jaw dropped to the actual floor. I am shaking typing this because the drama is just too much to handle. I am dead. I am actually deceased. Let's talk about Brick. Honestly, don't even get me started on Brick, because the man is a literal wizard and I am obsessed with him. Sonny asks him to run a background check on this Hudson guy, right? Hudson has been lurking around Port Charles, looking all mysterious and wearing those sharp suits that just scream villain, acting like a normal businessman. But Sonny's instincts were tingling. So Brick, being the absolute icon that he is, doesn't just do a standard Google search. No, he goes full CSI mode. He somehow manages to get a DNA sample from a glass, or a napkin, or something that Hudson used at the Metro. Which is insane, by the way. Like, how does he even know which glass is Hudson? How does he sneak that out of a busy restaurant? Whatever, I don't care. It's amazing. So Brick runs the DNA, and he compares it to the database. And the results come back. It's a match. A 100% undeniable, scientifically proven match. To Sonny. Yes, Hudson is Sonny's son. I am yelling at my screen at this point. Sonny has a whole entire adult son walking around Port Charles that he literally knew absolutely nothing about. Honestly, how many secret kids can one mob boss have? Seriously. It feels like every 5 years, someone pops up claiming Corinthos' blood. But this isn't just some happy family reunion. Oh no. This is so dramatic. Sonny's reaction was literally everything. You could see the blood drain from his face. He is completely and utterly devastated, shocked, and just entirely thrown off balance. He's standing there in his dark, moody office, processing this massive truth bomb, and the timing is actually the most unhinged part of all of it. Because Jason just left. Oh wait, before that happened, actually, I forgot to mention earlier, but Jason literally just walked away from the mob. Like, Jason, Sonny's right-hand man, his ultimate shield, his absolute enforcer, just packed it up to go be a full-time dad to Danny. So Sonny is already at his weakest point literally ever. His empire is vulnerable. He is exposed. And right at this exact second, this secret adult son drops into his lap. Sonny is literally spiraling, wondering if this is some twisted act of destiny, or a massive, deadly trap set by his enemies. And Brick is not sugarcoating it. I love Brick for this. He looks Sonny dead in the eye and warns him that Hudson is not just some innocent businessman looking to connect with his dear old dad. Brick has dug into the files, and Hudson's past is dark. Like, really dark. Brick says Hudson could literally threaten the entire Corinthos empire. The whole thing, Sonny has to face the agonizing fact that he has a son who is filled with absolute pure hatred, right when he is at his most defensive. I'm sitting there like, Sonny, get it together. You are in danger. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, Sonny is forced to accept that his own flesh and blood might be the one to finally take him. It's Shakespearean, honestly. The irony is actually insane. Sonny built this massive criminal empire to protect his family, and now his family is the exact thing that's going to tear the empire down. Okay, where was I? Right, so while Sonny is having a complete existential crisis in his penthouse, we have to talk about Josslyn. Josslyn Jax is literally out here acting like a full-blown spy, and I am so here for it. She confronts Hudson, face to face. The audacity of this girl. I swear she needs to get it together sometimes, because she is so reckless, but honestly, it was iconic. Josslyn uses her WSB access, which, by the way, don't even get me started on the fact that she's a WSB agent now. It's wild. I still can't believe Carly hasn't locked her in a tower she uses her classified WSB files to dig up Hudson's true identity. She literally hacks into the mainframe or whatever and pieces it all together. She walks right up to Hudson and drops the files like an absolute boss. I know who you are. My jaw dropped again. She questions him about his true purpose for coming after her family in Port Charles. She is not backing down. And Hudson? Oh my god, Hudson doesn't even flinch. He just owns it. He admits he is Sonny's son. But he makes it so brutally, terrifyingly clear that he doesn't want a daddy. He doesn't want acknowledgement. He doesn't want Sonny's money, or a seat at the Sunday dinner table, or to be part of the mob family. He wants revenge. He tells Josslyn that Sonny abandoned his mother. His mother suffered and died, and Hudson has spent his entire life letting that hatred fester and grow. Now he is here to make Sonny pay for every single tear his mother shed. I was sitting there like, why would he do that? Like, Sonny didn't even know you existed, bro. How can you blame a man who literally had no idea? But Hudson doesn't care. He is holding Sonny completely responsible for his mother's tragic life and death. And honestly, the actor playing Hudson is doing such a good job because he looks so cold and calculating, it gives me actual chills. So now Josslyn is trapped in the most impossible position, literally ever. She is stuck. Does she protect her mom, Carly, by keeping this a massive secret? Carly is already dealing with so much drama with Valentine and the WSB and Sonny's constant hovering. If Josslyn brings this to Carly, it's going to cause a massive explosion. But does she tell Sonny the truth? Because if she tells Sonny, it might save his life, but it also puts Josslyn right in the crosshairs of a literal psychopath. Josslyn is freaking out, and I am freaking out with her. Had to pause and text my friend immediately to be like, what is Joss gonna do? The tension in that confrontation scene was actually off the charts. Hudson steps into Josslyn's personal space and drops the most terrifying threat. He looks at her with these dead shark-like eyes and says that if she interferes with his plan, if she breathes a single word of this to Sonny or anyone else, he will completely destroy everything Sonny loves. Every single person. Every business. Everything. He will burn Port Charles to the ground just to watch Sonny suffer. And this is the moment. This is the exact moment Josslyn realizes how screwed they all are. Because she looks into Hudson's eyes and she sees it. She sees Sonny. Hudson has the exact same ruthless, cold-blooded, terrifying edge that Sonny has. He is a younger, angrier, completely unhinged version of the legendary mob boss. He has the Corinthos ruthlessness running through his veins, but with none of the loyalty or code that Sonny operates by. Mark my words, this is going to end badly. I'm calling it right now. Hudson is going to be the most dangerous villain this show has seen in years, because he operates exactly like our main anti-hero. I literally can't breathe when I think about the fallout. Imagine Carly finding out. Carly is going to absolutely lose her mind. She's going to go full mama bear and probably try to run Hudson over with her car or something. She's already dealing with the WSB raiding her house and her complicated feelings for Valentine, and now her daughter is being threatened by Sonny's secret revenge-obsessed son? Not okay. I'm done. I'm literally so done, but I can't stop watching. And think about Sonny's psychology right now. He's been losing his grip lately. His family is fractured, his enemies are circling like vultures, Jen Sidwell is causing chaos, and Jason is gone. Jason chose Danny over the mob. Which, like, good for Jason, he deserves to be a good dad, but wow, the timing is so bad for Sonny. If Jason were still around, he would have handled Hudson in 5 seconds. He would have just stared at him with that classic stone-cold scowl, pulled his gun, and handled it. But Jason isn't there. Sonny is sitting in his penthouse, completely unaware that the ticking time bomb isn't a rival mob family, it's his own flesh and blood. Hudson timed this perfectly. He waited until the ultimate protector was out of the picture. Or maybe he didn't, and it's just fate? Either way, it is wild. The universe is literally conspiring against Sonny Corinthos right now. And Josslyn, she's really stepping into her WSB agent. She didn't back down when Hudson threatened her. She held her ground. She looked the killer in the eye and didn't blink. But you could see the wheels turning in her head. She knows she's dealing with a monster. A monster created by Sonny's past mistakes. I swear, the writing right now is so dramatic, and I am living for every single second of it. I keep thinking about Brick, too. Brick is usually so calm and collected, but even he sounded genuinely worried when he was briefed. Brick knows that a threat from the outside is one thing, but a threat from the inside? A threat that shares your DNA? That is impossible to defend against. Hudson knows how Sonny thinks because he is Sonny. It's like looking into a twisted mirror. I actually need to go process this because my heart rate is way too high for a normal weekday evening. But seriously, this Hudson storyline is going to be the most iconic thing we've seen in years. A Corinthos civil war. Blood versus blood. The sins of the father literally coming back to haunt him. I am seated. I am ready. I am probably going to need blood pressure medication by the end of the month, but it is so worth it. Will Hudson's ruthless revenge completely obliterate the Corinthos Empire, or can Josslyn stop him in time? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below and smash that subscribe button.